Welcome back. This is still the Polity reaching you live from Abuja. Like I said before the break, we'll be heading now into the issues of Ondo State affairs. I'll read out a press statement earlier from the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor of Ondo State, Prince Ebenezer Adeniyi. It reads, the Governor of Ondo State, Honorable Lucky Ayedatiwa, has dissolved the State Executive Council with immediate effect. All members of the Cabinet are to immediately hand over to permanent secretaries or the most senior administrative officers in their respective offices. Also, all senior special assistants, SSAs, and special assistants, SAs, are relieved of their duties with immediate effect. All the affected officials are directed to hand over all government properties in their possession. This was earlier in the morning from the Ondo State Chief Press Secretary. And now, just a few moments ago, we got confirmation that Chief Olaide Owolabi Adelami has been nominated by the Governor of the state for deputy governorship position. He has quite a lengthy profile here, but in the course of the program, we'll delve into that and other issues. I've been joined in the studio now by Mr. Ademario. He is the Director General of COINSA. He is also a security expert and a policy analyst. Mr. Ademario Emmanuel, good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good afternoon, my dear brother. Thank you so much.
All right. Before we delve into the latest bit of news, I want to get your thoughts quickly. The dissolution of the Executive Council, is this anything, noteworthy, or is this just what should be expected from a new governor?
It is something that has been expected before now. It is something that is very, very important and paramount to be able to have on those states of our dream. The past administration in the state, there are some cabals and cartel that if the present governor, Lucky Ayedatiwa, did not push them aside, there is every possibility it's going to fail. So he needs right minds. He needs those that has that mindset, that school of thought alongside with him to be able to drive a new policy and idea that could bring Ondo State back to its track memory lane of success. Ondo State was heading somewhere. Then at a point in time, there was a stop. There was an emergency stop that brought some of the cabinet who served with the late governor, that made some of them to begin to form tentacles. And with those tentacles that were formed, there are possibility if the governor want to kind of out of sympathy, not out of familiarity, or because one or two persons have interest in them to be retained, and he ignorantly retained them, there is every possibility he is going to have issues, because most of them will be looking for means to cover up their abnormalities. There have been a lot of contracts that have been awarded outside there that were not executed, but now that the cabinet have been dissolved, all of them will want to do the needful to make sure that everything is put in order before EFCC start going after them one after the other. Yeah, so it is a very good one and a very good move for the betterment of Ondo State that the governor has dissolved that cabinet.
What about the timeline? The tenure of the late governor is not so long anymore. Was this absolutely necessary given that it's almost around the corner re-election?
The person of His Excellency Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa is someone that, irrespective of time, he will always deliver, because he knows where the journey is heading to. He started the journey of this administration with the late governor. So, and for him to have been picked as deputy governor then, and with what he already has in mind to do to support the governor to succeed, now he is now in place of governorship. So even if he is given 6 calendar months, be rest assured that he knows the problem of the state, he knows what the state needs, and he knows how to drive it to its promised land. So it is not about time, it is about the resources being available to execute the mandate of making Ondo State to shine among our counterparts in the country.
That's fair enough. Let's talk now about something very interesting in the Nigerian polity when it comes to politics. Just around the time that the late governor, the previous governor passed, videos began to emerge of his past speeches, people eulogizing him and so on. And there was a particular one that caught my attention and the attention of a lot of Nigerians. I believe it was his speech after his re-election, where he singled out the current governor and his deputy. He basically hailed him and praised him, and he did all of that. So there's a question of the issue of loyalty here. All these persons that have been relieved of their duties, they were all selected by the previous governor. It was, for lack of a better way to put it, it was the governor's vision bringing those people together, and now he has basically sent them all packing. Even senior special assistants, they are all gone. Is there any question of perhaps the loyalty of Governor Aida Tiwa, because that's something that is considered on the political scene as to how loyal were you to your boss and how loyal do people feel you can be when they associate with you?
Now, the truth remains that not just my opinion, but the opinion of every average Ondo State person who meant well for Ondo State, we know that Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa was loyal to the governor to the point of death. Now, he has all it takes. At the first 3 calendar month, when the governor was not on ground and he was made the acting governor, knowing fully well the head status of the governor, that definitely plus or minus, that he does not have that capacity to come and take over power, but he can be of help to drive as acting till the administration comes to an end. And he was playing alongside. But truth be told, that for the cabinet members whom on their own felt that the acting governor then might end up becoming governor, which does not suit them as individuals, the likes of the secretary to the state government, the SSA to the governor on special duty, Ayagbaye and co, they've turned themselves to strong cartels within the state to witch hunt the incumbent governor. And they cooked the idea of impeaching him to the State House of Assembly without committing any offense.
So the governor is fighting back?
No, he's not fighting back. The point is this, that for him as a person, for example, the chief press secretary he picked happens to be one of the best brain in Ondo State, that understand media, that understand message, that understand how to present a message, when to present a message, and how to present a message. So it is good. If you want to lead, you need technocrats, you need men with vision, men who could bring ideas that are sellable, that can push the state to promised land. You need them around you. So not that some of those that have been relieved, that have been dissolved, does not have that quality. We have some of them that have the quality, but yet, because at a point in time, some of them, the interests of the citizens were no more in their heart, because they saw the opportunity to milk the state. So that derailed them. So now, for the incumbent governor to succeed, he needs new brains, new minds, new ideas. And I want to tell you that this is a governor that is going to bring about 45% young persons into his cabinet, who has what it takes to navigate the present generational shift. Because a lot of things are happening that analog idea is not needed to move Ondo State forward. Because we are now in an era whereby ability to create something that is visible, that is presentable and sellable, that could attract foreign investors to come to the state for business, is what the governor is looking at. looking at how
to... Can I continue there and ask, what are the expectations? All that has happened, if you look at it, is unfortunate. Everyone, both well-wishers, perhaps even the enemies of the late governor, expected him to round off his tenure. It was unexpected that this happened. But now that it has happened, and now the governor has made the move where he has divested himself of the old, as you've called it to an extent, some cabals and whatever and so on. What would realistically be him being successful in these few months? Is there a lot of laxity for him because this is unexpected? Or are the people of Ondo, do you believe that they have high expectations, even with this short period of time, that some things should be achieved even before it runs up?
Now, I want to draw your attention to one of his statements during the week, where he has instructed all contractors to go back to the site. That every contract that have been awarded, he want to see them coming to realisticness. That is number one. Number two is that the governor at the moment, 24 hours you see him in the office, a kind of making consultation, bringing brains to see where are the loopholes, what does the state need at the moment. Just during the week, he was with the civil servant of the state, trying to look at their needs and their welfare, and looking at where there are challenges to be able to quickly fist up things. The necessary area that he will kind of look at to make sure that there are no loopholes that will kind of stop the drive to flow effectively is actually a kind of putting them right at the moment. And I want to tell you that the governor is not just going to be a governor as usual. Yes, he's having few months in office, but that few months, I want to tell you, the few months still goes to 2025. So automatically it's still having about 11 calendar months. So 11 calendar months is not 3 months, it's not 4 months. So, and that is to tell you that you still have much time. If there's going to be road construction can be executed in 6 months. If there's going to be any a beautiful edifice in terms of building hospitals, schools and other, that can be done in 3-4 calendar months. So with all this, the governor can perform exceedingly well if the resources that comes to the state are judiciously used. And now I want to say that the governor is a good manager. Being a good manager in the sense that he is a businessman before now. So he understands how to make use of money judiciously to be productive. So if you are bringing an idea, the first thing is, what is the benefit of the state in this concept we are bringing? Tell us the area is going to impact positively in the lives of citizens of Ondo State. So these are things we know about him, and knowing fully well that given this opportunity, we are confident that in the next 6-7 calendar months, Ondo State would have been saying, we are happy to have the person of Lucky Ayedatiwa as the governor of Ondo State.
That being said, you said it yourself here that there were some cabals within the government which he had to get rid of, so to speak. It's said, generally speaking, that when you try to fight corruption, corruption will fight back. Assuming that is the case here, how is the governor planning, or how do you see this issue panning out? Because what he has basically done, some might say, is to take food out of the mouths of those who were allegedly hindering the progress of the state. And it will be hard for such persons, if they exist, to simply slink off and then never be heard of. There probably will be ideas of how to to do things that might hinder the progress of the governor. How does he hope to fight all of this?
Now, the first thing you have to know, some of these people, if they intend to fight the governor as a person is not standing alone. The governor as a person already has young brains around him who are ready, who has volunteered themselves to check and cross-examine the activities of these people in the office in the last 2.5 years, the funds that were pushed into their offices, how judiciously have they made use of it? So if they are bringing a stone, the intellectual youth of Ondo State are bringing about 5-6 stones. So it is not about the governor at the moment. It is about the welfare and the sources of Ondo State. Ability to bring the Ondo State back to its sun-shining state again. And this is the pedestal that the governor has taken, and that is why he has to dissolve, so that new brains will come on board. Gone are the days we continue to use same methodology. It is time for a new methodology to come on board, and that is what he has done.
All right, very quickly to round off the program now, what are your thoughts on Chief Olaide Olabi Adelami being nominated as the deputy governor?
Yeah, Chief Adelami happens to be one of the best of Ondo State, and he happens to be one that anybody will want to reckon with, anybody will want to be with. He has that leadership profile. He has that capacity to support the governor to succeed, because he is well groomed. He was once in the National Assembly as deputy clerk, and he has held other positions. And he has that ability to even handle some of the futuristic crises that we want to kind of engulf the party within the state, because he has been in that field before now. So we are hopeful that with his support to the governor, that Ondo State will come back to smile like never before. Thank you so much, Mr. Ademario. It's been a pleasure having you on the program. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much. All right, that's how we round off the program for today. I've been speaking with Mr. Ademario Emmanuel. He is the DG for CONISA, security expert, and also a policy analyst. We've been speaking on Ondo State, the new movements or new developments in the executive of the state, the dissolution of the council, and also the nomination of a new deputy governor. I will be bringing you more updates as they come. Don't forget, the POLITY reaches you live from Abuja every weekday, 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Do join us once again tomorrow. Bye for now. I am Amadin Ogbewe.